And as we do on Wednesday mornings about this time, we love to have somebody from the Dakota College of Botano online here on the radio. But again, social distancing takes precedence, so we've been doing this all on the phone. And this morning we have Miss Angie Bartholomew. Good morning, Angie. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a great morning, and we are happy to have you on the air with us this morning. What is your official title?
Well, I am an associate professor of physical sciences at Dakota College.
Okay, so you're like really smart then.
Well,
right?
I don't know if I would say that.
You didn't have to. I did for you.
I have some strong interest in science.
Okay.
That puts me in the category I'm in.
Okay, all right. And you do a lot of work with the Natural Resource Institute. Now that's kind of like a thing that they do in the summer. Is that correct?
Yes. So I've been working. We worked on a grant to do a natural resource institute in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And with all of the things that are going on right now, it's kind of in limbo, but we're going to do our best to get it in this summer. Right now we have it scheduled for June 1st and 2nd, and this is primarily for people that work with kids, teacher, for example, maybe somebody that works in natural resources, or 4-H, or Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, any of those kinds of things. So what we would do in this session, we're going to do this for the next couple of years. Our first focus is going to be on water. We're going to go out and do some water sampling. We're going to look at little macro bugs in the water. We're going to test for water quality, chemistry. We're going to look at the whole watershed as a picture. And this is, 3 of us will be teaching this institute, Larry Brooks, myself, and Dr. Dada, Shubham Dada. And then we also have a couple guests that will be speaking with us when we tour the Wildlife Refuge. Todd Grant will be on board, and then we have Sarah Clemens coming in to do a little visit with about what she does and how learning about our resources is vital to the future.
Okay, and that again would happen on June 1st and 2nd.
Yes, and people can register on our website. On the top part, it says Explore DCB, and there's a direct link to the Natural Resource Institute. Okay. And they can sign up on there. They do have to put a $20 registration in. That's just to make sure they have a little, that they're committed to coming. And then everything else is taken care of. Their food, their lodging, everything else is taken care of. They can get it for graduate credit if they want. It can be worth up to 2 graduate credits.
Oh, wow.
And we'll get anybody interested in that signed up for those credits too. So it's really a pretty good deal.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun, and especially if that's what you're into, this is, wow, what a great way to get your foot in the door, huh?
Yeah,
wow,
it should be pretty fun. And like I said, depending on what happens, we're hoping we're over the worst of this and we can just hold it on the 1st and 2nd. We may have to postpone it and push it back a little bit, but we don't want to give it up yet.
Right. Oh, yeah. I totally get that. Get that. Now, that's not all you're doing. There's some other things that you're involved with too, right, Angie?
Yes. So I have some advising that I do, and I advise a couple of transfer programs. These are Associate of Science programs. We offer a natural resource management program that is a transfer program, and that fits a lot with the institute we're doing. You study soil and water resources. You do some geology and some wildlife things. So it's kind of a flexible degree. So that if you're more interested in wildlife, less interested in soil, we can take more classes on the wildlife end.
Okay. All right. Well, and honestly, those are, again, these are things that people can register for online. Is that correct?
Yes. They can also contact me. I'd be happy to visit with them. They can either call my office, or they can, under the directory, they can find my email pretty easily, and they can email me that.
Okay.
We also have a couple programs that most people don't think of when they think of Dakota College. Most people think of us as a natural resource college, but we do have other transfer programs here. I advise pharmacy, pre-pharmacy students, and we get them on the right track, so if they were to go someplace else, they wouldn't lose a year in a transfer. I do the same with pre-engineering and for veterinary science. So we have those programs that probably don't necessarily associate with us. If you're a junior and that's one of the things in high school and you're interested in one of those areas, I'd be happy to talk to you about, what kind of classes you should take your senior year and how we would get you in to those programs.
So you are involved in a lot there at the college.
Yeah.
Wow.
We all have to wear a lot of hats.
Well, that's great, because that again means that you are getting more one-on-one time with these students, and under normal circumstances.
Yes. Great.
But as this is kind of our new normal, at least for a while, they can still do a lot of great things online.
Yep.
And how do we get a hold of you, Angie, if we have any questions about this?
Okay. So my email address is angela.bartholome at dakotacollege.edu. I know it's kind of a long thing, but again, it's probably easier to look me up on the directory there. Or you can call my office phone. That is 701-228-5471.
Okay. All right.
I'd also like to put a plug in for some of our AAS degrees. These are ones where you go straight to work. You take your program and you go straight to work. And so we have like a field and lab technician. We have natural resource management, and we primarily in those two programs. And these are, this year is especially interesting because we have what we call the hometown scholarship availability. And we have a few of those left. It's $2,500 for a student that is entering any of the AAS CTE programs, which if you're from Bottineau County or any of the neighboring counties, you're eligible to apply for those programs, that scholarship also.
Okay. Wow. So, wow. Yeah, that's a $2,500. That ain't nothing to sneeze at, honestly.
Right.
That's good stuff.
Students that are from Bottineau County, they're eligible for the Vinci scholarship too, so they could actually double dip a little bit and pay for their first year of college without writing out any checks.
They could pay for their first year of college without actually paying for their first year of college.
They could do that, yeah.
That would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
And again, the great thing about Dakota College of Bottineau is obviously the affordability.
Yes, it is a very affordable place to go to school, and it's also small. And
yes.
I think it's an advantage being small because we get to know our students. Students are able to just come and visit with us. I think most of them feel like it's pretty easy to do. If they need help with something, we're there to help them with that. I do a lot of tutoring, and it just comes with the job.
And that's cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. And I get a chance to get to know kids better by that part, being a part of that, instead of at a big college where you don't get that interaction with students.
And again, I think that's, again, one of the great things about the colleges: affordability and one-on-one contact, and just, the smaller class sizes. You can sit there in a big old bowl of a room and just be there, or you can really get involved as a student with smaller classrooms, things like that. I think that's what's such a wonderful thing.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Angie, thank you so much for your time today, okay?
Thank you.
You bet. You have a great day, a great morning, and a great summer.
Okay, you too.
Thanks. Okay, bye-bye. That is Angie Bartholomew from Dakota College of Botano, and again, she is the she's involved at the Natural Resource Institute and many, many other things that you can find about online. Okay, so 8:41 is our time. 36 degrees, north winds at 7. Next 7-day forecast. Let's do it to it. This one brought to you by Thrivent Financial right here in Botano.
This is Ron Gullett from the Hills and Plains office of Thrivent Financial in Botano.